show is firing for those who have shipped up to Boston and are ready for a treat with the matchup we have in store. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Going to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He might want another play. And off to Jones. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Boston College wants to play fast. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gonna swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. You could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, third and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now, first and goal.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's McMillan. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. College sending the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lockwood. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Knights! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score UCF 14, Boston College 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. At the 45 on its way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Pound 55 weak.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
And off to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air, it's McMillan. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run the toss. Running to Green.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. pass it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richard. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Got the quick pass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. driving now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's McMillan. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. That's caught. It's Thomas. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That keeps the score. UCF 27, Boston College 10.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some...
Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Boston College right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the run. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Boston College!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's McMillan. He lets one fly deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
UCF 27, Boston College 17.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for room at the 25. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Johnson wants to throw it. Fakes to grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice...
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up first.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And now this offense will take the field again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On the run, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Boston College wants to play fast.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jones. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Hand off to Jones. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the option. Look out, he's got room. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rush is on him. He's got it. 1st down and more. Off and running. At the 20. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Boston College, 24.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
UCF 48, Boston College 31.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, UCF. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
62, Boston College. 31.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, break. Cobra.
Scanning the field, it's McMillan. They're working that left side. Still running at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Richard.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. The 10 gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
They'll move the tight end. Go straight ahead. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for sacks. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Eastern Michigan delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the MAC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ypsilanti. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Black 24. Black 24. Set.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Oh, they're after him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes.
Got it! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Offense at an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll take another shot here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Boston College! Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going and can build throughout the season.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. UCF 70, Boston College 44.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got him 1st and 10 at the 50. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Boston College.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Boston College.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
UCF.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
70, Boston College.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Oh, it's a fumble.